What? Oh, hi guys, welcome to Libra X. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bam! I know I am. We are back with our Bob Dylan Tuesday, I guess, whatever you want to call it, video of the week. We're continuing our listen through of Desire, which been a hell of an album so far. I mean, like, seriously. It came out obviously in 1975. We're gonna be listening to the song Joey today, which is about Joey Gallo, who was a mobster, and the album was produced by one Don DeVito. Coincidence? I think not. I'm just kidding. So yeah, we're just doing that one today because it's kind of a long track and I do not have the time tonight. I actually have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I gotta get to bed early. Joey was a song that was recorded on July 30th, 1975. It was overdubbed August 11th, 1975. I don't know if they had to make some changes or something, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. And so far, this has been a hell of an album. It might be some of his best work at certain points. You know what I'm saying? Like vocally, lyrically. I mean, but it's so crazy. Like every album is that good. Like I'm not gonna go on a tangent, but like seriously though, this man is ridiculously talented. All right, Bob Dylan, Joey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. 3, 2, 1, go.
Always on the outside of whatever side there was. When they asked him why it had to be that way, well, he answered, just because. Larry was the oldest, Joey was next to last. They called Joe crazy, the baby they call Kid Blast.
Our last song of 2024.
Some say they lived off gambling.
Bye bye 2024.
And running numbers too.
Been a hell of a year.
It always seemed they got caught between the mob and the man in blue.
What a way to go out, huh?
There was talk they killed their rivals, but the truth was far from that. No one ever knew for sure where they were really at. Well, they tried to strangle Larry, Joey almost hit the roof. He went out that night to seek revenge, thinking he was bulletproof. When the war broke out at the break of dawn, it emptied out the streets.
He makes everything sound so epic.
Joey and his brothers suffered terrible defeats till they ventured out behind the lines and took 5 prisoners. They stashed them over in a basement, called them amateurs. The hostages were trembling when they heard a man exclaim, "Let's blow this place to kingdom come. Let Con Edison take the blame." But Joey stepped up and he raised his hands, said, "We are not those kind of men. and quiet that we need to go back to work again. Joey,
What a harmony, man.
Joey,
Like fleeting.
king of the streets, child of play. Joey, Joey, what made them want to come and blow you away?
I love Emmylou's voice so much, man. Oh, there's Scarlett. I like how high the drums are in the mix.
The police department hounded him. They called him Mr. Smith. They got him on conspiracy. They
I'll
will
do
never
it.
share who with. What time is it? Said the judge to Joey when they met. 5 to 10, said Joey. Judge says that's exactly what you get.
Damn.
He did 10 years in Attica.
I got a funny judge story. He used bouncy balls.
They threw him in the hole one time for trying to stop a strike. His closest friends were black men, 'cause they seemed to understand what it's like to be in society with a shackle on your hand.
Damn. That's deep,
They let
bro.
him out in 71. He lost a little weight, but he dressed like Jimmy Cagney, and I swear he did look great. He tried to find a way back in to the life he left behind.
It's
To the
hard.
lost, said I have returned, and now I want what's mine. Joey, Joey,
That accordion is amazing.
king of the streets, child of play. Joey, Joey, what made them want to come and blow you away? It was true that in his later years he would not carry a gun. I'm around too many children, he'd say. They should never know of one. Yet he walked right in through the clubhouse of his lifelong deadly foe. Emptied out the register, said, tell him it was Crazy Joe. One day they blew him down in a clam bar in New York.
Damn, that's rough.
He could see it coming through the door as he lifted up his fork. He pushed the table over to protect his family, and he staggered out into the streets of Little Italy. Joey, Joey,
It's a shame.
king of the streets, child of play.
Not the clam bar. Come on, man.
Joey,
Anywhere but there.
Joey, what made them want to come and blow
so high in the mix.
Sister Jacqueline and Carmela and Mother Mary, oh, did we? I heard his best friend Frankie say, he ain't dead, he's just asleep. And I saw the old man's limousine head back towards the grave. I guess he had to say one last goodbye to the son that he could not say.
Wow, that was so good.
The sun turned cold over President Street in the town of Brooklyn Mall. They said a mass in the old church near the house where he was born. Someday if God's in heaven overlooking his preserve, I know the man that shot him down will get what they deserve. King of the streets, child of clay.
Wow.
What made them want to come and blow you away?
What a song, dude. It's so weird how he's just so good at telling stories through audio. That one was very in the camp of, obviously it's about Joey Gallo, you know what I mean? It's autobiographical, you know, basically. I think that's what happened, you know, a lot of his life right there, condensed into one song, you know. Obviously that's, you know, Bob's account, just sort of like how Hurricane was, and I think Bob had to go back and omit something from that song, you know, because there was something incorrect about it. So I don't know what the overdubs are about 3 or 4 months later, but it's just the topic of the song itself, you know, the life and the death of somebody who was in the life, you know. I never did anything like that. I had offers though when I was younger, and I never took them up on that, because at least I was smart enough to know that that wasn't a very wise choice, because that's like something like that, you know. I mean, nowadays you got laser surgery that you can get stuff removed if you want, but if you get into that kind of life, there's really only a couple ways to get out of it, you know what I mean? And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I'm, you know, boxed in like that, and I wouldn't want to hurt people, you know. Even when I was doing my dumb stuff, I always, you know, I never tried to hurt individual people. I would just, you know, steal from stores and stuff like that, you know, whatever, usual addict stuff. But the way that he just presented that life and death, and, you know, the in between of Joey was wonderful. The harmony between him and Emmylou is just special. It's so good, the way that their voices just combine into this like one voice almost, and it's gorgeous. That chorus, when they're just like pleading, you know, Joey, it's almost like that's his dad or his mom, whoever, you know, that was, you know, like it said at the end, like the dad was talking about the son that he never could save. Like obviously my dad passed when I was younger, so I would not want to end up like that, you know, as a son that, you know, couldn't be saved. Luckily I was saved, you know. It took me a while, but a couple tries, you know what I mean, but I got there eventually. And Joey obviously lived a very interesting life, it seemed like. Doing 10 years, that's rough, like you know what I mean, like the most I ever did was like 3 to 4 months. I was out pretty quick, but I did do a year at a facility, shall we say. It was basically, you know, easy jail, that's what I called it, but you had to work every day though, so it wasn't really, it was easier to be in jail probably. So Bob Dylan on vocals, rhythm guitar, harmonica, Scarlett Rivera on violin, Emmylou Harris on background vocals, Rob Stoner on the bass, Howard Wyeth on the drums. He was going in on this song. He really was. Dominic Cortese Cortese on accordion, on accordion, mandolin on Joey as well. Vinnie Bell did the bouzouki on Joey. No Eric Clapton. So yeah, that was the lineup. I love the way that they kind of did have like an Italian almost sound to it at points. It did sound like Little Italy, you know, if that was in an audio kind of form. You could thank, you know, the accordion and the mandolin for that probably. And then you kind of mixed that almost, you know, Western rustic vibe that Emmylou's voice always brings. And this whole album is just like a whole different side of Bob. Like I've never heard him in this kind of style, you know. Obviously the, you know, the stories and epic autobiographical kind of stories like this, I've heard, you know, him do stuff like that, but in this exact genre and setting, it's very different, you know. And he excels at it so well. Like the songs don't even feel like 11 minutes long. That felt like it was 3 minutes long, and it was just over, you know. Like I could have gone for another 10 minutes of that, because it's an interesting story, and the way that he says things and the way that he sings them. Like there was that one verse at the end where he just kept going, like he didn't stop or anything like that. It sounded like he was rapping there for a second, you know, like that one song we did. He's done everything, man, and he's so talented, and his writing, it's so good. It's like four dimensional, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got all these different angles you could look at his lyrics, just his lyrics alone, let alone the song, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, the lyrical content is just extraordinary. He truly mastered the English language, and not only that, he knew how to express what he was feeling or what he was thinking very, very well, very eloquently, but also not too posh where you're just like, oh, this guy's full of himself. No, Bob felt like one of the guys, it feels like, you know, and he just happens to be one of the most talented men, you know, in this type of field ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and he's still going to this day. Like, that's effing crazy to me, you know? And I'm glad that there was a movie that just came out about him. I might have to check that out. I heard it was pretty good. And I like the director, actually, so I'll have to check that out. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought of it. Because I haven't really been big on the music biography movies. There was like one that I enjoyed, the other ones not so much, you know, so it is what it is. But I think the highlight of that, I don't know, it's either like the mandolin and the accordion or just Bob's lyrics and voice. I think it paired for a very, very good Bob Dylan song. I don't know if that's better than Hurricane, to be honest. I don't think it had to be, though. Like they're two different songs. The same like kind of song, you know, but two completely different beasts, it feels like. Hurricane was very fast paced and almost in your face with what it was saying. This was more of a telling the entire life story of somebody and the rise, the fall, and you know what I mean? It kind of felt like a mafia movie almost, you know, like The Godfather in a way. It is like the rise and the fall, but you know, that's one way to go out though, just get freaking shot up in a clam shop. Like, good God, that sucks, man. I mean, there's worse ways to go, but damn, not there, anywhere but there. I'm just kidding, but you know, I think the most I know about Joey was there like a movie about it? So his name was obviously Crazy Joey Gallo. This is a very, I guess this song generated some controversy, and so did Hurricane, obviously. So let's click on it and just see what we got real quick. Who was killed on his birthday? Oh no, at Umberto's Clam House in Little Italy, April 7th, 1972. All right, so Joey treats its titular protagonist sympathetically despite his violent history. I did notice that. I was sort of like, you know, they said he was a mobster, you know, and I don't know. I just kind of felt like they did kind of gloss over some things, and you know, that's funny they said that. That's the first sentence. Gallo has been accused of at least 2 murders and has been convicted of several felonies. Though the song gives him credit for distrusting guns, being reluctant to kill hostages, and shielding his family when he was being killed, and makes him appear to be an unwilling participant in the crimes of his henchmen, thus not deserving his fate. Besides his status as an outsider, Dylan was likely also drawn to Gallo's best friend in prison, being black men. In addition, Gallo was able to gain sympathy in artistic circles by passing himself off as a cultured person victimized by the system. There goes that damn system again. The song has been described as including a demonstration of the weak view of providence in Dylan's songs. That is, a view that God usually allows humans to act as they want, but occasionally intervenes when a grave injustice has been done, or a special plan needs to be carried out. In Joey, this is demonstrated by the line, And someday, if God's in heaven overlooking his preserve, I know the men they shot him down will get what they deserve. Okay, so in an interview in 2009, Dylan claimed that Jacques Levy, I think, or Jax Levy, I don't know how to pronounce it, wrote all the words to the song. But this, however, contradicts what he said that the other guy said at the time of the release, that he didn't write it. So interesting. It's one of those songs that no one wants to take credit for, it seems like, which is interesting. And it did kind of glorify somebody that lived an interesting life, but if you do want to look at it from Bob's angle, he was a victim of his circumstances. But at the same time, aren't we all? And does that give us the right to go and hurt other people over it? I don't think so. You know, there's definitely, you know, a lot of cliches, you know, hurt people and such. And, you know, but I think everybody's hurt in their own way. You know, there's nobody out there that's lived a perfect life. There's nobody out there that's, you know, not had trauma or some kind of bad thing happen to them. And if they are, hey, I'm sorry when it happens, you know. But as somebody who has been constantly shit on his entire life for the most part, and most of it was my own shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. You just got to learn how to dance in the rain, basically, because you got to enjoy the good moments when they pop up, and the rest you just got to grit your teeth and get through, you know. But that doesn't mean you go out and I mean, honestly, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know what his story was, but it did say he did some bad stuff. So if his name's Crazy Joey, I mean, that, you know, names have power. But very great song by Bob. I'd say it's not my favorite song so far in the album, but it was a really good one. And his, like I said, his harmony with Emmylou, just so special. Definitely the lyrics were a highlight, but they are, you know, a little questionable, but I mean, what's, you know, Bob Dylan without some controversy, man? You know, that's just what it is. And I bet to this day, I bet I'll get some comments about, you know, the whole story and the song and stuff like that. And, you know, that's fine by me. I still thought it was a very good Bob Dylan track, and I'm excited to hear the rest. So next week we shall be doing let's see what we got. Romance in Durango with Mr. Eric Clapton, and then Black Diamond Bay. And I've already done Sarah, so I don't know if I'll redo it or not, but that might be the finale for the video album next week. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. As always, guys, you guys mean the world to me. It's been a great year. 2024 has been a wild fucking ride. That's like the easiest way to put it. And I'm so thankful for all of you guys that continue to watch and support the channel. It means the world to me, seriously. I know that I haven't been as present as I used to be, but there's so much crap I have to do in my life that I don't even have time to fucking have 5 minutes to myself, it feels like. But that's just life now. You know, it is what it is. But thank you to my mods. Thank you to everyone who helps run the channel with the, you know, the chat and stuff. And just to my subscribers. You guys are literally the best, seriously. Like, never forget that. You know, put your head up today. You know, I know it's New Year's Eve. Let's go into 2025 kicking and screaming. And we're going to make it our bitch. Sorry, it's a little much. We're going to make it our friend, and we're going to have a great year, right? See you later.